My name is Brianna Williams. I currently work as a security analyst for a company called Apex Systems. So I was a recent high school graduate. I had taken a gap year and I found myself wondering the what, the why, the how the cloud worked. And it was something that I guess has followed me for a few years, and I was never really able to fulfill that curiosity. And Generation provided me the opportunity to learn those things and really connect the dots of my curiosity. I would compare it to a physical security officer. So with a physical security officer, they usually are protecting a building, and inside that building is people. Now, if you compare that to a technical security analyst, our building is the network. And inside our network, at the core of our network, is data. We're protecting data, which is inside of our network. So that is how I would describe a security analyst. So when I log into my dashboard, I look for the type of alert, which can usually range from phishing to malware. Those are our two most common type of alerts. Once we determine what type of alert it is, I start my investigation. Now, my investigation, it varies depending on the type of alert, the type of material that I'm investigating. A large part of my day revolves around me problem solving my business's technical mishaps and identifying malicious software or contacting users to make sure that they understand what they clicked and why they clicked it, if it's malicious or if it's just spam. A key part of my job is problem solving. No matter if it's technical or non-technical, customer facing, team facing, problem solving is definitely a huge key. But that is what a typical day in my life looks like, and making sure that I understand what I'm correlating and making sure that I can come to a very clear conclusion. The most challenging part about being in this role would probably have to be the amount of information that is given to you during training. Something that prepared me for that amount of information was the Generation Bootcamp style. So the 9 to 5 that I experienced through Generation helped prepare me for the intensity of that training information. Technical skills that I would say would be the most beneficial are the Python and the IT fundamental skills. So those are from the cloud program. They definitely help me, whether in cyber or whether I'm dealing with the cloud. During this time, during this whole period of me going from the Brianna before technical knowledge and the Brianna now, I've had to grow in many ways. I've had to adapt to the changes of the industry. So Generation helped me with coming up with strategies to make sure that I was aware of what I was learning and how to use it. I could not say, I've done this on my own. The journey of Generation, the journey of any boot camp is not one that you can do on your own. You rely on your community hugely.